subscribers. So really thankful for you guys. So thank you so much again. So there you go. A lot of people are actually asking me right now, like, how was my snowboarding experience goes, and like, how much did I spend going to the mountain? So my connection is not really stable right now. I don't understand why. Okay, there you go. So the connection is actually okay now. So yun nga po, maraming people ang nag-ask sa akin like, how was my experience during the sa Sendai, and guys, near my city, like from Sendai going to Yamagata, it will actually take around maybe 1 hour. So yeah, and coming from Sendai, actually sobrang lapit lang siya, like yun nga, 1 hour. And every time there Yamagata, a lot of people are asking me bakit naisipan kong Yamagata ang puntahan ko for ski. Well, Yamagata Zoo is really famous when it comes to ski here in Japan. Actually, tons of people are actually going to Zoo ropeway. So when you go there, you'll actually different kinds of snowboard. The place is really beautiful, and marami talaga dong ski and snowboarding rental. So magpili kayo. But the one na pinuntahan ko was very cheap lang. So it's around 6,000 yen. It includes the gloves, tops, the pants, the boots, what else? I think even the boots. Yeah, I think I've mentioned that already. The snowboard, or you can actually choose from snowboard or ski, like the gear. So sobrang efficient doon last time, and it's really amazing. Sobrang hindi ko nga in-expect kasi it's actually my first time. I don't use the snowboarding gear. Nag YouTube, because I think there's actually tons of video that pertain to do snowboarding or skiing. So during that time, sobrang na-amaze lang ako. And when we went there, like the temperature is -20, so it drops very cold talaga yung weather during that time. And I was really stunned kung gaanong ka-beautiful yung Yamagata Zoo. And so -20 yung weather niya. So I'm really happy na nagpunta ako doon. I don't know. It's actually my first time doing that, so I'm really amazed. Yeah. So if you're planning to go here next year, guys, best month to visit Yamagata Zoo Snow is around February. So yun yung kasagsagan ng magandang snow. And pag nagpunta kayo doon, make sure na what's that? Sure na talagang meron kayong outfit, snowboarding gear or ski gear. Yeah. Kasi sobrang lamig talaga during the time. Actually, when I was doing a live stream and I'm in Yamagata Zoo, yung Samsung ko nag-froze. Like, I don't know what happened. And when I was searching or browsing the internet, nakita ko na if the temperature drops around -10, magba-black yung screen. And if it's like around -20, something will happen to your battery. So, natignan ko na sobrang mas maganda pala talaga si iPhone compared to Samsung, kasi yung compatibility niya when it comes to extreme temperature is mas maganda si... Hello! Kamusta, man? Yeah, I was actually talking about my experience last time about Yamagata Zoo. Yeah, so nakita ko yung difference ng iPhone and ng like the Samsung, yung difference niya. So mas magandang gamitin sa extreme temperature si iPhone compared sa yung Samsung ko. So I was really surprised. Yeah, and pag pupunta kayo doon, woo! Yeah, so pag pupunta kayo sa Yamagata Zoo, thank you for stream. So going back, I was actually talking about my during the snowboarding time. So when you visit Japan, I highly recommend that you visit Yamagata Zoo. So from Sendai to Yamagata, it takes around 15 minutes. There, you can actually going to Zoo Terminal. So it'll cost you around 1,000 when you're visiting Yamagata Zoo. Mag-check-in kayo sa mga hotels doon. Kung hindi naman kaya, I recommend you go to Comfort Hotel in Yamagata. I think 2 nights is around or 5,000 pesos. Yeah, or 100,000 Korean won. So that's how it is. Like, sobrang yung experience ko during that time was really amazing. Kasi first time ko talagang gawin yun sa buhay ko and I've never passed. So, yun talaga yung isang memorable experience ko here in Japan. Yeah, so hindi ko nga in-expect na pagdating mo dun sa top ng mountain, it's like zero visibility talaga siya. Parang akong bata doon na naglalaro sa snow pa ako and talagang feel yung weather doon. The thing was really long. And sobrang nire-recommend ko guys na mag-book kayo sa Klook. Like it's only 2,800 yen. I don't know in other currency, but in Japanese yen, it's 2,800. It's already round. Pag bumili kayo on the day, sobrang haba ng pila niya, especially if it's holiday, sobrang haba na. So yun nga guys, if pupunta kayo na Yamagata Sao, I recommend that you book your ticket using Klook if you're gonna use the ropeway. Yeah, round trip. Sobrang ganda ng view nyo, like yung mga trees is covered talaga sa snow. Kaya nga tinawag siya na hello. Yeah, like with how beautiful the trees are, that is why it's called Snow Monster, because it's actually covered in snow. Like the temperature there is actually like really memorable to me. I've been planning to go back there next year if given a chance. Yeah. If not, maybe I'll go to Sapporo. Well, the weather right now is actually quite chilly. Yeah, it's actually -4 now. Yeah, I've heard from some of my Korean friends around 10, -10. Yeah, but I miss Korea so much. I love tteokbokki. Yeah, it's really one of my favorite food there. Dong is actually one of my favorite place to visit when I go South Korea most of the time. And I love wearing your national costume, which is hanbok. It's really fantastic. Yeah, okay. So going back, talking about my snowboarding experience, I think yung nagastos ko is around 6,000 yen. So it includes the gear, like, but it doesn't include the ropeway because it's a separate price. So it's around 2,800 yen for round trip. So guys, sobrang ano lang siya from I think December to March 18, you can actually use the ropeway. Pero pag nagpunta kayo ng Zao ropeway, you'll actually experience different kinds of activity. For example, like if it's autumn, you'll actually see beautiful trees, like the color of the trees there, and also like during springtime. Yeah, so they do have tons of activities there actually. And I think for summer, you can actually experience like trekking there. Yeah, but I don't prefer summer because it's not my favorite season like of the year. Oh, by the way, to all of my friends asking, what's hmm? I'm sorry, I'm reading some messages right now. So going back, I tried snowboarding and it was difficult. Yeah, it's actually very difficult. Like you need to have good balance, right? And if you're a beginner, they recommend that you hire a trainer because it's actually dangerous if you're gonna fall off, like, or even skiing, like you're gonna fall, and a lot of people are getting injured if they're not used to doing the snowboarding or the skiing thing. Yeah, so always have precautions when doing the activity. What I heard is in South Korea, there's actually tons of ski resort, right? If given a chance, maybe I'll try it next year. Yeah, to do skiing or snowboarding in South Korea. I went with my friends and it was fun. Wow, when was that? Like, like when? When was the last time you visited a snowboarding resort? Wait, I need to wear my glasses. Can't see the word. Yeah, so yeah, so it is really funny when I went to the ski resort is that I was actually doing the snowboarding thing, and I'm not a pro though. So I actually fell. But it's actually fun. Yeah. Main goal there was to experience how to do snowboarding or how to snowboard, like and to have a lot of pictures as well. Yeah, and it's actually one of the best things to do in life. Like in my country, we don't have any snow at all, so it's actually very fun to experience a different adventure for once in my life. Yeah. So sa mga nagtatanong magkano yung kailangan yung gagastusin when you visit Japan. So mostly like if you're a budget type of person, I recommend that per day you should have at least 2,000 yen. Yeah, so it includes the food na and transportation. But within that 1,000 budget in yung hotel down. So hotel shouldn't be included in that 2,000 or 1,000 budget per day. But thank you so much for watching. Kamsahamnida. Good night. I hope to see you in the future. Thank you. See you next time. Okay, so going back, a lot of people are actually asking me, like how much should be my budget per day, like for the food and transportation. So you can actually use tons of transportation here. So we do have like local bus, Shinkansen, which is bullet train, JR, subway. You can actually use taxi, or if you prefer to use bicycle, it's actually also okay. So there are tons of different transportation that you can actually use here in Japan, and convenient to go to different places here in Japan. So, for example, from point A to point B, you can actually go to a certain place, and it's actually not so cheap. Yeah, especially if you're gonna ride a taxi. But if you're gonna ride, for example, like local trains, so it's actually okay. Yeah, but in my case, I do have like my monthly pass. So from my station goes to my workplace. So I don't need to pay like daily ticket, like daily expense for that one. So I do have a pass, 5,000, 5,000 ish. Yeah, something like that. And talking about the food, food, you can actually go to different fast. I recommend Matsuya, which is one of my favorite fast food for like rice bowl. Yeah, and we also have Sukiya. So it's a bit pricey, but it's almost close with Yoshinoya. So if you're on a budget, I highly recommend that you should go to those places. Also, one thing that I could recommend is you go to certain supermarkets. So it's actually very cool. Yeah. So, for example, if you are planning to visit Japan, yeah, I highly recommend that you should go there para makatipid kayo kasi medyo pricey nga yung mga ano dito eh, food and stuff. So, magkano po yung kailangan budget ko for show money? Well, I'm not an expert when it comes to certain rules when it comes to the budget. I think it depends kung gaano kang katagal dito sa Japan, and it depends kung ano yung laman ng bank. Kailangan magma-match siya with how many days you're gonna be staying here, and this mo, it includes your itinerary as well. If nabayaran mo na ba yung hotel mo, if it includes your airfare, so it really depends. There's actually not a specific amount that nire-require. So, kung magkano yung budget mo for a certain day, kailangan, including yung mga tours mo, kailangan ganun din mag-budget, yung mag-reflect sa bank book mo or statement of account. Kasi parang pag naglagay ka ng sobrang laking account and ganun lang yung days na punta mo dito, parang hindi siya magma-match. So, it really needs to match kung gaano kang katagal sa stay mo dito doon sa laman ng savings mo. Yeah, so kailangan everything should be equal and kailangan nagma-match talaga siya. Next question, ano po yung best season or when's the best time to visit Japan? Well, you can actually visit Japan all year round. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Japan. Alright. So, yun na nga po guys. Parang ang dami-dami kasi pong nag-message sa akin about my life here in Japan. So, I've been living here in Japan for almost 2 years now. And so far, I've been experiencing a lot of good things here in Japan. And snow for the second time. And sobrang that experience was different sa pinakauna kong experience. Kasi during that time, like my first experience, it was actually very interesting. We don't have any snow in my country. My country is a tropical country. That's why coming here to Japan was really an amazing thing for me. And during that time, it was January. Seeing the snow for the first time, it's like para akong newborn baby. I was a newborn baby, like craving for milk or something like that. That's how I felt during that time. So the moment I saw the snow like falling in my head, it was actually one of the best that ever happened to me, like one of the best experiences that I had. Yeah, even up to this day. So I really appreciate the snow, and it's really beautiful. Like hindi siya mabibili ng money, like that experience. Money can't buy that experience that I had in the past. So even up to this day, so sobrang tinetreasure ko yung moments kung ganong experience. Like, yeah. Yeah, so also like another thing na pinaka tinatreasure ko here in Japan was experiencing the culture, like language thing. When we talk about the language, of course, given na may language barrier talaga dito sa Japan, and hindi mo talaga may iwasan yung language barrier here. So it's very important that you should know their language. Yeah, kasi sobrang mahirap talaga if you don't know the language here in Japan. It's like I've studied Nihongo like years ago. So sobrang nag-adjust talaga ako again with the language. Like I need to refresh my Nihongo. Well, it's actually quite challenging for me now because sometimes I don't use the language. Most of the time I use English. Yeah, as a medium of instruction here in Japan. So most of the time, like if people are speaking in Japanese, so syempre it's a bit challenging for me to connect with certain types of individuals here. But I think it's a matter of how you deal with the situation. It's a matter of how you read between the lines. Like that's very important, and also you needed to have like common sense as well, because that's one thing that you should have whenever you live in a certain country. Yeah, in a foreign land. So yeah, one thing that makes me happy here living in Japan for 2 years is that I love how the people connects with one another. It's what I meant was it's kind of like how they are being polite with a certain individual. So I think that's really unique here in Japan, and I love their honesty as well. Like going back maybe around 8 months ago, I actually left my phone. I think that was in a supermarket. So I was actually very scared. Like I don't know what to do. Like how can I find my phone again? I don't know if people already got it or whatsoever. Like but the thing is like I went back to the store and it was there like a staff told me like, hey, you left your phone, but we can't find you. Like but the thing is like they're really honest here in Japan. That's one thing that I love in this country. Honesty, like the politeness of the people, and every time you enter a certain convenience store, they're gonna give you like certain respect or greeting that, for example, irashaimase, like it means welcome. So sobrang mafe-feel mo talaga yung hospitality ng mga Japanese people, and yung cleanliness dito sa Japan is really like 9 out of 10 or 9.5. I wouldn't say it's 10 because there are certain areas here in Japan that are not so clean too. But compared to other countries, of course, Japan is also a clean country. Yeah, but talking about certain places that are not clean, like when I went to Shin Imamiya, yeah, that's in Osaka actually. There are certain spots there that are not clean. Yeah. But overall, the cleanliness here in Japan is actually very fantastic. Yeah, sobrang hindi ko rin in-expect na Japan is one of the cleanest countries, I guess. Maybe not number one, because what I know is Finland or Sweden, yeah, is one of the cleanest countries. Or maybe like Nordic, yeah, Scandinavian countries like Norway, Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, Finland. Am I correct? Sweden, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Iceland, Norway, Finland, and Denmark. Yeah. So, yun yung mga countries in European region, European country na malinis din, and I think safe. Yeah. One of the safest countries in the world. but it's quite pricey there. Even here in Japan, actually, it's actually quite pricey here, but the quality. We're after the quality, not the quantity. I'm always after quality, not the quantity. Because if we talk about quantity, you just want to have numbers. But if we talk about quality, you wanted to have long stuff or certain products that you wanted to have. So for me, it's like quality over quantity. Yeah. Kahit matagal yung result, as long as matagal, very matagal yung papakinabangan, sobrang magkakaroon ka ng, you know, iba eh. Iba yung experience nung ganun. Yeah, let's talk about the food here in Japan. One thing that I've noticed here is that they do have tons of omiyages. Omiyages is like souvenir in English. So here in Japan, you can actually see different kinds of omiyage. Like if you plan to visit certain prefecture or cities here in Japan, parang dito yung culture nila is to buy souvenirs and sobrang ibigay mo yun as, for example, you're invited in a certain place. So parang gesture siya na maganda. Yeah. So I'll be going to Tokyo pala. And I'll be staying there for 16, 17, 18, 2 days. Yeah, almost. Yeah, 2 days. Yeah, well, so I'll be staying in Tokyo like short period of time long because I'll be attending a meeting. Yeah, and I'm really excited to go back to Tokyo. I hope I could see my friends there. And I wanted to eat like Burger King or Shakey's or yeah, whatsoever. Because I really miss those food. Yeah, and Shake Shack too. Yeah, it's one of my favorite restaurants in Tokyo. Yeah, so going back to my snowboarding experience, so I went there Sunday morning. So from Sendai to Yamagata, it's 980. 950 or 950 to 980 one way. So I actually bought a ticket, which is a round trip ticket. So it's around 1,650. Yun. So medyo nakatipid ako dun. So round trip na siya, and then after nun, from Yamagata Station, bus stop, you need to take Zawo Onsen Terminal. Yeah, so diretso na siya doon. So one way is 1,000 yen. Um, so from there, parang comfortable naman siya and may wifi din sa loob ng bus. So from Sendai to Yamagata may wifi and doon din sa Zao may wifi din siya. So convenient talaga. Parang kahit wala kang pocket wifi or whatsoever. So very convenient talaga siya. And from there, lakad ka lang, makakita ka ng mga rental shops for gears, snowboarding and ski gears. Yeah, complete yun. Yung sa akin, nakatipid ako, it's around 6,000. It includes the gloves, yung top jacket, yung pants, boots, and what else? Snowboard or ski gear. Yun. So, okay naman siya. Maganda naman yung experience ko doon. And sobrang natuwa talaga ako kasi it's actually my first time. Yeah. Nanood lang ako sa YouTube ng kung paano yung snowboarding. But it's actually fun. Bumagsak nga lang ako, but it's okay. Yeah, it's a good experience for me. Also, like lakad ka doon 8 minutes from the terminal going to the ropeway. So it's 8 minutes. The thing is, medyo dumating ka ako doon ng late. So around 12? Yeah. So medyo ano na siya, madami ng tao. I hope nagpunta ako ng mas earlier doon kasi para mas na-enjoy ko pa sana yung ski. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not around 12, around 2. Yeah, so nagpunta ako doon and ang dami ng pila. Good thing is, bumili ako ng advance ticket. So pinalit ko lang yung voucher ko sa physical ticket kasi kailangan mo ipalit yung voucher mo eh. So I booked my ropeway sa Klook. So it's 2,800 round trip and pinalit ko siya sa ticketing booth. They gave me my physical ticket and they asked for the voucher. So they're gonna ask for your passport as well. So better prepare your passport. Also, yun nga, binigay na ng ticket. The thing is, ang haba talaga ng pila during the time. So I was actually waiting like for a long time. It took me like an hour, like waiting for the ropeway paakyat. So may isang ano doon, parang cable car na lahat kayo pagsiksikin kayo nila sa loob kasi iakit ka sa next station wherein mag-get off ka doon to transfer to another cable car. So doon sa another cable car, yun yung sobrang dami, like I think every 30 seconds interval or a minute, may mga cable car na pwede kang sumakay. So dire-diretso lang siya, ganyan, 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 ganyan. So yeah, so pagdating mo doon, you're gonna be getting in sa cable car and after that, parang ma-appreciate mo na talaga yung nature kasi yung trees are actually covered in snow. So, sobrang ganda niya. Yeah, and when you reach the top, yun na ang -20. Inside the cabin, before you go out doon sa cabin, it's around 14, -14. Pero paglabas mo, -20. Yeah, so sobrang nagulat ako, like, Samsung ko for the first time. So mas matibay si iPhone when it comes to extreme temperature. So I could say na mas maganda yung quality ni iPhone pagdating sa extreme temperature compared sa Samsung. Kasi yung iPhone ko, both ko nilabas. Nag-shutdown si Samsung, pero si iPhone is intact pa din. So yun, pero hindi maganda rin na ilalabas mo palagi yung devices mo sa sobrang extreme temperature kasi ano siya, parang sisira yung battery. Yun yung nalaman ko, sir. So that's it, guys. Sobrang ano lang, random conversation lang to. Random live stream. I just wanted to try this again. So next time I'll be doing another live stream. So comment down below kung ano yung mga gusto niyong pag-usapan about Japan. So again, I'll be going this Sunday sa Tokyo. So I'll be shooting certain spots there. Actually, may binok ako doon. I'll be going to a One Piece museum in Tokyo Tower as well. So I've never been there as well. So I wanted to go there. I've been to Tokyo labas lang. So it's actually my first time to go, like have an admission to see what's inside the tower. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end this live stream, and thank you so much, guys, for supporting me. I'm really overwhelmed by all your love and support, and I hope you will continue to support me and samahan niyo ako sa journey ko dito sa YouTube community. Yes, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to my live stream. Thank you.